You're listening to Historical Perspectives with Mr. Mault. Learn about life by looking at our history. Teachers, for more information about historical perspectives, search Mr. Mault's Marketplace on Teachers Pay Teachers or at mrmaltmarketplace.com. Happy learning! The history of glass. If you go on a scavenger hunt for glass, you will find it everywhere. Windows, jars, mirrors, eyeglasses, and even beads and threads. It's everywhere, and yet very special. First, let's explore how unique it is. Glass is neither solid matter nor liquid. That's confusing, but true. Solid things are made up of tiny molecules and atoms that are in a very specific order, and they never move. They're arranged like a perfect puzzle that never comes undone. Liquids, on the other hand, have tiny molecules and atoms that move around and flow. That's why they can pour and leak and splash. Glass is a little of both. The atoms and molecules cannot flow anymore, but they're not arranged in the order of solids. It's kind of liquid solid. According to the history of glass, Egyptians were the first glassmakers as far back as 2500 BC. They made glass beads. Much later, in the 12th century, stained glass windows became popular in churches. When Europeans came to America centuries later, they brought their glass-making knowledge with them. Machines took over glass production by the 19th century. After that, glass was everywhere, like it is now. But what is it made of, and how is it made? Glass is made mostly from sand and heat. Over time, scientists learned what to add to make the process need less heat, cool faster, and have colors. It's ideal to have a little bit of glass to add when making new glass, too. When it's heated and very hot, it is in a liquid state. This is when glass makers make sure it's clean and clear. It shouldn't have any bubbles before it's shaped, molded, or rolled. When it cools and dries, it hardens into its liquid solid state. Machines can do all of this quite easily now, but there's another way to make glass by hand. Glass blowing is when a person uses a tube to blow air into glass while it's still very hot. The tube is hollow and metal. Sometimes glass blowers move the hot liquid bubble into a mold to make it into a plan shape. Other times, they shape it freely. They can twist it, cut it, roll it on a surface, or put it on a long stick and shape it from there. The options for shape and color are endless. The next time you casually look through a window, open a jar of jelly, or see an ancient museum piece, think about the glassmaker who shaped the liquid solid matter into something beautiful. Thanks for listening to this Historical Perspective. If you enjoyed this episode, be sure to subscribe. Also, search for Historical Perspectives on Teachers Pay Teachers to learn more about other topics, such as the Golden Gate Bridge, Henry Ford, schools in the early 1900s, and so much more. Happy learning!